All right, let's dive into one of Agatha Christie's absolute best, Death on the Nile. We're going to break down the setup of this murder mystery, which is just dripping with jealousy, betrayal, and some seriously raw passion. It all leads to a cold-blooded killing on a luxury ship, and honestly, it's a masterclass in suspense. So, let's get into it.
So our source material is, of course, the book itself, and the thing about this story is it's not really about the clues. It's all about these intense, volatile human emotions bubbling just under the surface of polite society.
And really, this whole explosive situation, it all boils down to this one single devastating question. It's a question that's going to fuel revenge and set the stage for a murder.
To really get what's going on, we have to understand the people involved. And our first player is the Golden Girl, the seemingly perfect Linnet Ridgeway.
You know, Linnet's wealth isn't just, oh, she's well off. It's on another level, almost mythical. The townspeople talk about it like it's a legend. She's pouring fortunes into her new estate, basically building her own private kingdom.
And this, right here, is the real problem. It's not just the money, it's the whole package. The staggering wealth plus the incredible beauty. It makes people resent her. It just feels unfair, you know? She is, quite literally, the girl who has everything.
Even her own friend, Joanna, sees the danger. She points out that Linnet is so used to getting exactly what she wants that she must be making people angry along the way. It's a really chilling little piece of foreshadowing.
And this response? It's perfect. It shows us Linnet's fatal flaw. She is completely blind to the jealousies she creates. This confidence, this innocence almost, is exactly what puts her in so much danger.
So into this perfect world walks the one person who's going to set this whole tragedy in motion. It's Linnet's oldest friend, and she is absolutely desperate.
And this is Jacqueline de Bellefort, Jackie. She is the total opposite of Linnet. While Linnet has it all, Jackie has lost it all. She's passionate, fiery, and basically on the verge of ruin.
But Jackie has one last hope in her life, her fiancé, Simon Doyle. And when you read her words, you feel the raw power of her love for him. I mean, this isn't just affection. This is a life-or-death, all-consuming obsession. So she goes to her rich, powerful friend and asks for what seems like a simple favor, just a job for Simon. It's a tiny thing for Linnet, but for Jackie, it is everything. It's the key to her entire future. And of course, Linnet agrees to meet him.
What happens next is a betrayal so fast and so brutal, it just lights the fuse for everything that's to come.
Okay, get this. Jackie tells her fiancé about her dream of honeymooning in Egypt. 3 months later, there's a clipping in the newspaper. Who's honeymooning in Egypt? Mrs. Simon Doyle, formerly Miss Linnet Ridgeway. Linnet didn't just take her man, she stole her friend's entire future, right down to the last detail.
But Jackie de Bellefort is not the kind of person to just suffer in silence. Oh no. This betrayal unleashes something else entirely. A chilling, relentless campaign of psychological warfare.
Jackie starts stalking the newlyweds. Everywhere they go, she's already there. She doesn't say a word, she doesn't threaten them, she just appears. A silent, smiling ghost at their party.
And it is absolutely working. Linnet, the girl who always gets her way, is completely losing it. She's powerless. Jackie's silent presence is destroying her perfect honeymoon, poisoning the very happiness she stole.
So it's at this point, in a hotel in Egypt, that a frantic Linnet turns to another guest for help, and that guest just happens to be the one and only Hercule Poirot.
Linnet tries to explain the situation with this cool logic, right? Like it's just an unfortunate thing that couldn't be helped. But Poirot sees right through that. He reframes the whole thing. To him, this isn't a romance gone wrong, it's a moral crime. It's the rich woman taking the one precious thing the poor woman had.
So then Poirot confronts Jackie, and she doesn't even try to hide the violence bubbling under the surface. She casually shows him her little pistol, a pearl-handled thing, and makes it very clear that her psychological war could turn deadly in a second. And Poirot gives her this really solemn warning. He's basically begging her to turn back from this path of revenge. He can see that her obsession is eating her alive, and he knows if she lets that evil in, it's going to take root and destroy her.
To try and escape Jackie, Linnet and Simon book a trip down the Nile on a steamer, the Karnak, using a fake name. But they aren't escaping the danger. They are sailing right into a floating pressure cooker,
filled with people who have their own secrets and their own reasons for resentment.
So on this boat with this toxic trio, we've got Linnet's financial advisors, a novelist with a secret, a kleptomaniac socialite. I mean, it's a whole cast of characters who might have their own reasons for wanting Linnet gone. And of course, watching all of them is the one man who might be able to figure it all out, Hercule Poirot.
So the stage is just perfectly set. We have a woman who's been pushed to her breaking point, a jilted lover who's consumed by rage, and a boat full of potential suspects. Christie leaves us with this one last terrifying question. We think we know who the target is, right? But on a ship this full of hate, could anyone be next?